People always overestimate how much they think property prices are going to fall. Property prices stagnate, and if they fall short term and not by the margins people imagine. You look at historic data. If you look at, and I'll draw this out and I'll try to get you something that looks pretty clear on camera. But if you look at the property cycles, that's a cycle, right? This is a high point, this is a high point, and this is a low point. So that high point to that low point, it's come down a bit, but then it goes back up, and then it goes down, then it goes back up. So when you're looking at it as a cycle, you're looking at the cycle not going up and down to previous levels, it's up and down on a trajectory. So if you play, and that's why they say if you play the long game, hold it 7-10 years. If you play the long game, generally in most property types, especially if it's a Torrens title property, it grows. The times where I don't see that pattern happening is sometimes with your strata titled properties. They sometimes don't have as much growth if there's an oversupply of units in a particular area, etc. But generally, play the long game, it goes up. Short term, yeah, property can, if you've bought it last year and you need to sell this year and there's been a dip, you sometimes find that, yeah, you're selling at what you bought for or slightly less, plus your holding costs, your stamp duty and everything else. That's where people miss out. But if you can hold on and ride the wave, the prices go back up. And if you're waiting for it to come down and crash, it never happens. It's not a bubble that's going to bust. There's been talk of that throughout my real estate career. 2008, the GFC was going to crash, Corona was going to crash. There's always the sensational headlines, but the reality is if you play the long game with property, you win.